going on YouTube. So I just watched the fifth episode of Iron Fist, and not a lot of stuff happened. It was kind of a slow moving episode, but it might have been a slow episode, but there was a lot of stuff that happened at the same time. Not really. Like I said, it just kind of like it just felt more or less a little bit of a filler episode. There was some information in this episode that was like crucial and vital, but other than that, it was just kind of meh. There was two unintentional funny scenes in this episode. One including like he brings like a takeout, and at first it's like blah, 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 blah. I'm just talking a lot. My bad. Anyway, so in the scene, the girl calling Wing is Chicken Wing. She's actually training Clare Temple. Surprise! Actually, the description kind of spoiled it for me. Not really, but whatever. Anyway, so she's training her, and then later on, he's like, "Oh, I hope you don't mind. I bought some takeout." And at first, I thought it was just gonna be just like boxes, and it's like, okay, we're gonna eat. But instead, it's kind of like all elaborate, like a literally a freaking takeout. Like a rich guy's version of a takeout. It's like with the table and all of the foods and all the package and shit like that. And then it's like, is this a date? No, it's not a date. But unless you want it to be a date, it's not a date. Okay, it's not a date. And then like Claire Temple's like, oh, do you mind if I? It's like, okay, I don't mind. And then there was another scene near the end of the episode where basically like Danny brings a guy from kind of like a rendezvous, not like a necessarily rendezvous, but more like a mission that they're on. Um, that like he's coughing up blood and whatever, and it's like when he starts talking about the hand, he's like, oh, it's kind of like a fourth wall break because like of course we've seen her in all four of the Netflix shows. So it's kind of like, oh my God, this guy. It's like she can't get away with it, and it's just kind of humorous to me because like the scene wasn't meant to be funny, but it's just how she acted out through that scene. It's just kind of like, oh my God, this shit again. Oh man, it's like, and then she's like her mother was saying, my mother's right. I just can't get away from these people, you know. So anyway, so the episode was just like I said, it was kind of slow moving, but there was a few scenes where well, actually there was this one scene earlier in the episode where Joy and Ward was like having like a meeting because something about their factories is affecting the kids and it's making them sick or whatever. And then there's this one woman on the other side of the table. She just starts crying. And it's like kind of like kind of like an ugly cry, but just kind of like like bringing attention to herself, right? And then so like later in the episode, she meets with Danny outside and it's like like I know you're a nice guy and whatever. And it just something about that person just feels so shady, and I was right because like the guy was at the corner just videotaping and just kind of like setting him up or whatever. And of course, like it doesn't seem like a big deal, but to them, like the whole legal bullshit. Oh, and by the way, I got a haircut. And the whole legal world and the business world, it just seems kind of like oh, it's supposed to be hush hush. The outside public is not supposed to know anything. I mean, it's like the whole PR crisis and bullshit like that. Anyway, it still feels kind of like a clash of the worlds thing. Like Danny's like a businessman, but at the same time he's like has his superpowers and whatever. I just kind of wish, like I just honestly, I mean, it's kind of like like a small fish in a big pond or a big fish or whatever. But it just I kind of wish they could fast forward it, like him just actually get into the role of Iron Fist. I mean, there's been a few episodes where he's like shown his Iron Fist powers, but I mean, I know it's like kind of like they're leading up to the end of the episode and all that shit. But I'm just saying, it could be better. I mean, why have him as a businessman? It just feels kind of weird. It just feels kind of redundant. Like after like Arrow and Batman Begins, it just feels like okay, this shit again. But at the same time, you know, I just find it kind of interesting how they connected it with um, Daredevil. You know what I mean? I mean, with seeing Clare Temple there, it's kind of a given. You know, she's going to appear in all the Netflix shows. But, you know, it's kind of interesting how they're connecting the hand because actually, come to think of it, Jessica Jones and Luke Cage kind of have the connection more or less. Not really, in a major way, but just kind of like, you know, oh yeah, like, you know, I think Jessica Jones was a little bit more standalone ish. And anyway, getting off the point, but yeah, the episode was a little boring, but you know, there was still some stuff that happened. Anyway, I'm gonna make this like a two topic thing. The next thing I want to talk about is, so I've heard "Damn" today, and it's pretty damn cool. No pun intended. You know, like unlike the last two albums, you know what? No, never mind. I thought I was gonna want to make it into a two topic thing, but I'll just probably ramble on and on and on, and that's probably not gonna be fun to see. So instead, I'll talk about Damn, literally following over. So I think that's gonna be the end of it for this video. So if you like what I've been doing on the channel, please give me a like, share, subscribe, all that fun, sexy stuff, because that's awesome. And please don't forget to subscribe, not subscribe, but click the notification thing if you like what I see and want to be notified for future videos. You know what I mean? So I'm out like the Flash, and see you with another video.